There you go. So you can't really see it from here, but the lake is frozen, as is just about everything else around here. The place is dead. This is like 2 days after Magfest right now. The current event, I guess that you would call it, is the meeting of the astronomers, or the astro. Oh, okay, yeah, that. Yeah, you see people around with lanyards, but we're just kind of bumping it up. I see Luca Jen's still here. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, we can see it. I could spit on that guy's head if I wanted to right now. That's a weird thought to have. But, yeah, we're still here. Oh, by we, I mean me and Kevin J, 2010. He was left here too. His buses got delayed till tomorrow, or well, something like that. Well, I mean, he tried this morning. They were going to leave this morning, but then they got delayed again, so now we're just like, we're like vlogceptioning over here. This is strange. It's not as many people of this thing. It's just weird to look around here and like see nobody, you know. Nobody's standing out in the atrium, and nobody using the elevator. Like, oh my god. At the Magfest, you couldn't get an elevator for nothing, for the life of you. It's weird to think all those doors lead up into the hallways. Just on the other side is a hallway. Just something magical about that. Something vagical about that, I don't know. Well, whatever it is, we're just checking shit out. Alright, so I'm gonna wander down this hallway and see how long it takes before somebody turns me around and says, nope, you can't go this way. Just be like a tourist or something. Surely it wants it. Yeah, there we go. Totally. We're lost. I don't know what I'm doing. Or it might be like Magfest, where you can't wander around out here, but then once you get to the, yeah, like the dungeon or whatever you call it, then this is cool. I don't even know. Join NASA. Wow. Visit Seattle. Yeah, been there, done that. Wow, I don't even know. Like, oh boy. I think I'm a little out of my league here.
I was hearing these people going off and off about mathematics, and like, carry the coefficient over this, and I was like, I know these people know their stuff.
Nice. The reciprocal of the, yeah, just that. Whatever it is. Does this map include the convention center? Well, the convention center is right there. Yeah, I was gonna say. Public market. That's a nice shot.
Needle.
Looks like it was taken in the 50s. Maybe it was. I don't know.
Maybe.
Well, it's not the same place at all. It's weird. I don't know, dude. Put on your gas mask. I'm not sure how you get down there. Whatever. A nice little view going on here. I guess that's actually the ceiling of the convention center or something, because we got like surrounded by building here. Anyway, I had to put on my man boobs jacket to because it's actually a little colder than I expected today. Well, actually today was that cold day though. Like, even though it's warmer than it is in Wisconsin, it's still like 20 degrees here, but even still, that's warm by comparison to what it is up there. So, I mean, I don't even know if I mentioned this on camera yet, but Magfest is over and I'm staying like, what floor am I even going to? 2? And I'm staying like a few extra days, and partly because they rescheduled my flights, but also because I want to. Quite unexpected indeed. I mean, I wonder how far I could get. You know, crashing this party before, you know, eventually I got told to get out. You know, the U.S. Army. Yeah, I saw some people in military attire. I was like, what are they doing here? I guess they're having a conference too. And I'm just wandering around in the middle of all this. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm doing. You know what? Let's go down right here. Take this job opportunity to go down.
And I was like, oh no.
Besides, escalators are fun. You know what they say. So I honestly wonder if there's actually people left over from Magfest that are still here. Because like I posted my room number on Twitter and I wasn't sure I wanted to do that publicly because I thought, you know, could be like 100 people see it and show up outside my room at 11:30 this morning. But no one did besides the person to whom I directed the tweet, which was Kevin J 2010. So we just went and had lunch and we wandered around here for a little bit. Now I'm by myself, and I mentioned that I didn't get any really good footage of the Potomac, so I'm going to go do that. Or Potomac. Potomac. I'm pretty sure it's Potomac. Either way. It's like if you say Potomac, it's like you're talking about the toilet or something. It's like I'm going to go sit on the Potomac and take a dump in the Potomac, you know? And just sit on the pot, you know? We're going to smoke some pot. Yep. Like that military guy on the news who was all, you know, he was buying pot for the first time and they're making this big deal out of it like, hey, this guy's buying pot. And guess what? He's doing it legally. Can you believe he's getting away with this? And wouldn't you know it? Serious, I've never seen that river frozen before. That's really weird to see that up here. Or should I say down here? So, I mean, I grew up in the South, you know, and like it was unheard of to see this kind of thing in the South. And snow was rare enough, you know, you'd see that like once a year, and even then it'd be like a centimeter. But to see like an entire lake freeze over, I mean, okay, we're a little further north than I've been, but I see, are they checking badges at the door? Doesn't look like they are. I could probably sneak right on it. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here talking out loud about doing that. I don't know. Complimentary water taxi. What's that all about? Did that say complimentary water taxi? Oh, I can't even open this door because the wind is blowing so hard. Damn, man. You're not even gonna be able to hear what I say now. Man, I can feel that wind on my belly because both of my jackets are unbuttoned. Both my under jacket and my man boobs jacket are both. Oh, that's what I should do. I should go back to the pool, man. I should go swimming in the motherfucking pool. That's what I should do. Let's see, we're gonna take the scenic walk here, I think. Unless there's like 2 ways to get there. I forget if you can get down from there. Actually, I'm not gonna take my chances. I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the hotel is free reign to anyone who's staying here. But I don't know how far you can go before you get in trouble. I mean, if it's open up there, I might go check that out. I mean, I'm not like a huge astronomer person, but yeah, it's space. You know, I'm interested. Wouldn't mind going in and learning something. There's the pool. I went there. Me and Aaron, or me and Fiery Red Hair 08, and Major Captain Gilshanks and that whole crew. I didn't really point it out, but if you didn't recognize those people I was with for most of the time, that's who they were. But they're like the East, I refer to them as the East Coast 4. That's kind of what I think of them as, and this is their territory, so this is their toilet territory. It's kind of toiletarian. It's a water taxi. I'm not sure that a water taxi can operate on ice, but unless you have an icebreaker. See, we'll just take the nice scenic walk here. This is handicapped, basically. This is how the cappies would get down, as I call them. I don't know if that's offensive to call them cappies, but because that's kind of like what I called them in my head at school, but I didn't want to say that out loud. It's an awfully long way for them to have to go, though, to get around going down the stairs. And then again, they do give them a nice peaceful walk, and of course I'm taking it, so. Well, there must be the other dog that I saw in that picture. Yeah, it's really nice here, though. I think I dreamed about a place like this once, but it was like a college. That sun is in a really bad spot. I don't know if you can see up that hill right there. Look at this, you can just sit out here and have a picnic on the hill, you know. My God. It's too bad it's like not really frozen over to where you could walk out on it, you know, because in Wisconsin, yeah, it gets so frozen there, people drive out on it. You know, and then they go ice fishing. But I mean, they drive on it. Freaking, they take their cars out on it, you know. That's how thick the ice is, that it actually supports the weight of their cars. And like, for them to know that it can do that, I don't know what that sound is. That's not music, I don't think. They're not trying to start the boat. You know, when I left my house to go, to leave for the airport to come here, neither of my cars started. And I have no idea why. I mean, the Cadillac, I know, is because the battery's almost dead. I need to get a new battery in the Cadillac. I know that. But the other car, like my old car, I went out there the night before I was supposed to leave. I went out there the night before and started it up just in case, you know, I might need it. And, holy crap, would you look at that? It's incredible. You can see where it finally turns back into water again up there, but holy jeez. It's amazing. You really think of that. And the noise is a little more frequent now. Maybe they're trying more hurriedly to start the boat because they see a passenger coming. That passenger being me. God, and this is with the sun shining too. Yeah, you still see this. Just solid ice. I got goosebumps right now because the wind just stopped and it feels so good that it stopped. Oh, it's just... Man, this is the Potomac for you right here, the Potomac River. And when you drive across. Yeah, but I don't know why my other car didn't start, because my second car, like my old car, the one that you've seen me driving around for the last 6 years, the tan one, well, I still have that car. I almost sold it when I bought Craig's car. That is such a long story, I don't even want to get into that right now. Like, why am I driving a Cadillac right now, you might wonder? Because I showed you briefly the black car that I bought from Craig. But basically what I was doing there was, I gave him, like, he gave me that car in exchange for me making the down payment on the Cadillac so that he could drive a Cadillac because he was starting the business and everything and he wanted to feel successful and all that. And so that's one of many things that I did for him. But basically he did something for me too by giving me his car. So anyway, well, now he's like in jail. I have a vlog where I explain all that, but I haven't put it up yet, and it's from like November, so I guess I need to put that up. But anyway, so now I have the Cadillac because I'm co-signed on it with him, and I'm making the payments anyway, so I guess basically, you know, that was their way of saying, well, you know, if you're willing to sell the car that you just bought from Craig, and let us have the money for that, then we'll give you the Cadillac. So that's what I did. I sold the car, they took the money, and now I'm driving the Cadillac, so yeah, that's why I have the Cadillac now. I need to show that to you at some point, show off my Cadillac to you. But my old car, the tan one, I still have that one, and I hadn't driven it for like 3 months, and the day before I was supposed to take off for the airport, I went out there and I started it, just to see if it would still start, because, you know, if you leave the car alone for long enough, eventually it doesn't anymore. Well, I went out there and wonder of wonders, it started. I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy shit, this thing is good. So I started up, I brushed all the snow off of it that had accumulated over the last few months and took it through the car wash, baby. I took it through the car wash thinking that the car wash would melt the snow, but then it didn't. You know, so there's like this leftover snow with the color of, you know, 3 different colors of soap on it. And it's like, I don't know. It must have looked so stupid. But anyway, so I drove that car around yesterday, whatever day that was, and I got it home. You know, and the next morning I thought, well, you know, it'll be a little bit warmer, maybe the Cadillac will start then. But even if it doesn't, at least I have my old car to start, because now I know it does start because I just drove it around yesterday. So I got out there the next morning to go take off for the airport, and it's a good thing I'm out there as early as I am. I go to the Cadillac and it won't start. I figure, well, it must still be too cold, so I'll just use my old car, no big deal. Get in my old car, that one won't start either. I have no idea why. I don't know if I left the door open or a light on or something. I'll have to figure that out when I get back, but needless to say, you know, leave it to me to end up in a situation like that where I own 2 cars and neither of them will start for me when I need to go to the airport. It's like, so I had to take a taxi, which means I'll have to take a taxi when I get home to get back home, because I'm not going to be asking nobody to drive me. It's just not my style. Not as long as I have the money to pay for a taxi myself. No, I won't do that. So anyway, what the heck is this? This looks like a bunch of babies trying to hump each other. I'm not actually too sure. My hand is getting cold. I'm gonna have to switch hands here. There we go. Yeah, where's my jack off, pock off? It's so hard to find the pockets on this jacket. Yeah, see, it looks like a bunch of babies humping each other. I'm not actually too sure what that's supposed to be, but they're probably just hanging out, that's all, you know. I should watch where I'm pointing this camera, because I notice in the vlogs, like especially when I'm recording people playing games, I start watching like with my own eyes instead of through the camera, because I can see it better with my own eyes. But then once I start watching with my own eyes, I forget to point the camera where I'm looking. And it ends up, the camera goes away from the screen, and next thing you know, you're looking at nothing on the frickin' TV screen. It's like, geez, boy. Seriously. Like, I have this one part of the Magfest that's like, you know, it's 19 minutes of uncut footage. And it's like, I want to put it up as 19 minutes of uncut footage, but the problem is, all those times when I was pointing it at the screen, you know, and not looking at the screen so that you have like this, you know, all this footage of like half of a TV screen and a bunch of feet walking around next to it, you know. It's like, geez, man. Seriously, look at where you're pointing the camera, otherwise don't record, man. So I can't even see what's on the camera screen now. I can't even tell if it's still recording, actually. So what's the big idea, Fox? No motor vehicles prohibited, permitted. So back on Gaylord territory. I think we left the territory for a second there. That's fine, now the wind is blowing. We did have the wind at our backs, and it was all nice and everything. Now we're riding against it, so that's no good. But yeah, whatever. Like I said, it could be worse. We could be at home. I mean, what a terrible thing to have to say, but yeah, it could be worse. We could be at home.